Hello, St. Matthews. We're taking a break from our Sharing Our Gifts video vocation series to bring you one of our favorite holiday treats, one of our Christmas treats called trash. Sometimes families call it
Naughty Buddies or Puppy Chow.
Yeah, that's right, but we call it trash, and we're going to make that for you today, and we hope that you'll try it as well. All right, so what do we need?
So what you'll be needing is peanut butter, 2 sticks of butter, a measuring cup, chocolate chips, and depending on how much you are making, that will depend on how much cereal you'll need. And we are making 2 batches, we are needing 2 boxes of cereal, and you also need a really big bowl.
And a paper bag.
Yeah, a paper bag for kids.
That's right. As I tell them one more thing, why don't you wash your hands again? And then we are, also this is, as Katie said, this is a double batch, so just cut it in half if you don't want the whole thing. All right. So, Katie, will you put 1 stick of butter in each of the measuring cups? Actually, not yet. Let's measure this out. So we're going to split it. So it's 12 ounces. So what's half and half?
So you'll need that and that.
No. Tell me what it is. How much do we need? What's half of 12?
I don't know.
What's 12 divided by 2? Yes.
6.
That's exactly right. So we put them like that. And you put those there. Now add a stick of butter to each. Alright, and then do it like this, but it's straight up so the butter doesn't come out. So make it stand straight up.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, that's good. Like that. Alright. And we're gonna put this in here. The melt, let's do them both at once. It'll take a little bit longer, I think, but we'll try it this way anyway. Alright, we're gonna let it go. Just like that. And we are going to do it for, let's try a minute 30 to start with.
So yeah, do a minute and 30 seconds.
And that may be too much. It may make a mess, but we'll see. With 2, it takes more. Now, we also have to melt this. But we're going to melt this, since we're going to together, we'll melt the peanut butter afterward. It's a lot to put in there together. All right. So let's open the boxes here. Now, will you pick?
We're using rice Chex mix or Chex cereal and then corn.
And corn. So rice and corn, because they taste similar, but it's 2 different cereals, and it's different enough to make some bit of difference. Right. We're gonna see.
Wait, I want to see the difference.
Well, I'll say it. Take one.
Okay.
That's gonna be a little lighter there. What do you think? The difference?
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's do half the box. Do the whole box.
That's better.
Because we have enough
Wait,
room. I was afraid we weren't gonna have enough room. You want to get it? You got it?
We do.
So this goes here. Actually, that's going to be pretty tight. It'll be pretty tight for us to also. So we have a second bowl here to also stir. We only make this once a year, so sometimes our techniques aren't great. I'm gonna finish that there. All right.
Oh, and you'll be needing powdered sugar.
Oh, that's right. How can we forget about that?
It was over here.
Alrighty.
Bunch of
And
powdered sugar.
we have this here. All right. Let's put because it may be a little hot. Let's put this down here. There we go. All right. Alrighty. And let's put that there. Now, with this spoon, will you stir both of those? Alrighty.
Ew.
Alright. Got it? Okay, keep stirring, that's right. Alright, that's really good. Alright. Now, we are going to put this in here. And this one. Alright. Now Now what are we doing now? We are, as Katie is stirring the chocolate and butter together, we are going to melt the peanut butter in there as well. And you can use any kind of peanut butter. This is the sort of thing where you can use generic brand if you want, because it's all going to be mixed together anyway. The main thing is you're going to taste the butter and the peanut butter and the chocolate. And the powdered sugar too. This is an easy one to make. It's a little messy. The last part can be a little messy with the powdered sugar. With the paper bag. That's can also be the fun part too. All right. Now, what I want you to do, Katie, while you're doing that, is I want you to continue to stir, because we don't want it to be lumpy at all. All right.
Okay.
We're going to melt it just a little bit. It just needs to be melted just a little bit there. All right. Like that. We're going to do this for. Let's try this 45 seconds here.
This one's so much watery
Yeah.
than this one.
That's right. That's right. There we go. Yeah, that's going to crackle a little bit, because the peanut butter is going to do that. All right. Yeah, that's right. Get it really smooth. That's add a little bit more chocolate in it. That's right. All right, that's good. Let's see if that's melted enough. Yep. Let's melt it a little bit more. I don't want it to be. I don't want the peanut butter to scorch, because it's not good when it does. And
Should I move some of this into there and some
no,
of that?
it's good because we're going to mix all of this
True,
together.
yeah.
So what we're doing here, I can move the camera so you can see. As Katie is mixing all this chocolate up, and we're going to put it in, mix it in these bowls here. Right here, we're going to mix it in the bowls. All right, you try it. Is it? Okay, you got it. I got it. Might be too hot. Not quite, but that means it's good. Alright. That's good. Now, yes, you just want it soft. There we
It's
go.
melted?
Yeah. Yep, you just want it soft like that. Alright? Now, I want you to very carefully pour this one over this, okay? So Katie is going to pour the...
Can I lick this?
No, not yet, no. You can when it's finished.
Whatever.
She is going to pour the chocolate over the, just put on the napkin right there, that's where you put the napkin up, over the Chex Mix. And while she does that, I'm going to add a little bit of peanut butter. All right, that's good. Make sure you get it all around, because we're going to try to mix this up as best we can. We don't want to really crush these the Chex cereal, because you want them to stay kind of intact as best they can, because that's what you're going to snack on for this Christmas season. Well, it won't last till Christmas. It might last until through Advent. All right, keep going. Now, when you finish that, I want you to do the same thing with the other container. I'm going to switch. We're going to do it there, do that one right there. Okay, that's good. All right, you got it. There you go. Keep going. That's right. There you go. Now, you're going to take this spoon here and stir it up. Now, you can use your hands if you want to, but we're not going to do that because we're doing this on camera. So we're going to be civilized and use a spoon. It's not as much fun that way. You're going to be very careful. Remember to do that later. Do that later. Do that later. Look here, you left more in there. You got to get all this out. Get all this out. Here, use the spoon, and then there you go. Mix it up, and then we are going to very carefully mix it with these spoons.
Because we don't want it to break.
That's right. We don't want it to break up. A little bit of breaking up is fine. It's going to do a little bit, but you don't want it to do much. Okay, that's good. That's good. And very, very carefully, just do this now. And what this looks like is this right here. This is really good. It's delicious here. keep doing that.
Okay.
We don't have a tripod. It would be better. Well, these production values are not very sophisticated. When Daniel and Pastor Rebecca make their movies, they're much more sophisticated. Ours are much more cable TV. All right. Here we go. Yeah, let's move that so you didn't move it.
It smells so good.
It does smell. What does it smell like for the people watching who can't smell it?
It smells like peanut butter and chocolate.
It does. It smells like peanut butter and chocolate and butter. I think the thing I smell most is the peanut butter.
Okay.
You just want to be careful not to scorch the peanut butter.
It's much
Let's see.
easier with my hands.
It is much easier with hands, but again, we have people watching us. We don't want to be like animals. We will eat it like animals, though. You just very carefully do this, and watch what Katie's doing. She's doing it the right way here. She's doing it the right way. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. There you go. There we go. All right, keep going. You got kind of more than that. Kind of more than that. Because if you don't, all these little pieces of cereal will not be coated, and the powdered sugar won't stick to it properly. And then you won't get to have that perfect balance of corn and rice checks and butter and peanut butter and chocolate and powdered sugar. Keep going. Now, you gotta eat. You can't do that until you eat. You know? Anybody who's gonna eat this will know that you were sneaking bites out of the bowl while you were making it. You shouldn't do that in a pandemic. You really shouldn't do it any time, but never in a pandemic. All right, keep going, keep going. You're doing a good job. Look at this. Look at this. See, this is what it should look like. Really good and covered. Really good and covered. All right, keep going. That's all right. What does this go? What does this pair well with, Katie? What kind of would this go well with hot chocolate or milk?
Milk.
Milk. I think you're right.
It's making me thirsty just like
It's making me thirsty. It makes me want to brush my teeth. I think I need to brush my teeth. You know, with all of the sugar that we're eating, we're going to send Dr. Nichols, the dentist, on a tropical vacation. What do you think? Now, Charles will get that. Oh, well, no, we'll do that. I know you're thirsty. Let's do this first. Because, we're already at 13 minutes. This is going to take a long time. Okay, people don't like to see us stir. So I'm going to do this. You do this a bit more. I'm going to take over here, and we're almost ready to the last part. Oh, you did a good job. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. Here, I want you to very carefully, here, step over here. Oh, you're going to get All right, so what Katie has done is done some good stirring, but there are some places where it isn't stirred properly, and you've got some clumps of peanut butter and chocolate, which is very good when you get a bite of that, but you got to mix it throughout a little bit. All right. All right, Charles. Charles is under our feet, ready for something to fall, but this is chocolate. You can't have it. All right. So that looks pretty good. Now, what do you do next? You get a clean bag. You get a clean bag. It's got to be a paper bag. How
You
Publix.
put it all in, you put the powdered sugar in, and you shake it.
All right, so this is the part we have to be careful with. Okay, let's do this. Let's put it here. Actually, it fell over. You do this. I'm going to hold this, okay? Very tightly. Okay, very tightly like that.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take the bowl, this bowl here. We're going to do it all at once. Okay, hold it really tightly. We're going to pour it into this paper bag, okay? the paper bag is cleaned out. I made sure it was very clean, as clean as a paper bag in Publix that brought home with groceries can be. All right, and we're gonna do this. Hold it tight. Hold it tight. The other in there as well. We're gonna do it all at once. Now, this hold it tight. Actually, you can put it up there. Now, the recipe calls for just a cup of powdered sugar, but we won't have that. We need more powdered sugar than that. So we're gonna use all the powdered sugar that we have, which is, I didn't even measure it out, but it's more than a cup. And we need it to cover it. It needs to look like a heavy snowfall has come upon this trash here. So we're gonna. This is the fun part. You're gonna very carefully close it. When first you do it, you have to fold it over, and you have to fold it over again. You have to leave some room for it to move around. Now, I don't trust this bag completely, so I'm gonna hold the bottom. May I shake it first, and then you can. And you're gonna shake it. I'm gonna shake it this way. I'm gonna shake it this way. I'm gonna shake it this way. Like this. Okay, I'm doing the work and you're eating the chocolate. It's fine. So what happens is some of the powdered sugar is going to sneak out of the bag. The seeds. That's all right. Because Katie's going to clean up the kitchen. All right. So now I can tell you this is not. Well, it's not bad. Look.
Wait, what?
It's not bad. It needs some more shaking.
Oh, it needs more.
It needs more shaking, but it needs more sugar. Is what it needs. We're going to shake it because I think we can accomplish some of this with more shaking. But the idea is you continue to do this. Come on, let's say goodbye to everybody because we already are at 17 minutes. All right. So, any last words?
You should try it. It's good.
It's not just good, it's delicious. And it makes Christmas and your Advent celebrations all the better when you share it with people that you love. Is that right?
Yeah.
Happy Advent. Merry Christmas.
Bye.